Well, not only is it football season, harvest season is fast approaching and record yields are expected. But could that be a bad thing for some? New at 6, Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Alden German has more.
Hey Rod, those record yields are expected both nationally and on a state level for Nebraska, but some farmers may not take home a big paycheck. Every farmer wants to have a good harvest, and 2018 looks to be one of the best years ever. The Cornhusker State is expected to have record corn production as well as soybean and sorghum, among other grains. Nationally, soybean and corn harvests may have record output, but could we be getting too much of a good thing? Jay Rempe of the Nebraska Farm Bureau explains.
When you have record crops there, obviously it increases the supply that's out there. And given the level of demand that we expect over the next year or so, prices have come down.
Demand is lower partially because of international tariffs. Combined with already low prices due to supply, farmers and even the state's bottom line is affected. Rempe says state farmers have lost out on nearly $1 billion of potential revenue just since June, and unless they planned ahead, there isn't much they can do to increase profits.
At this point in time, when the crop's pretty well far along and they've already got their costs sunk into this year's crop for the most part, there's not a whole lot they can do if they haven't already forward marketed part of their crop.
Selling ahead of time is exactly what Jim Stewart did.
We have about 2/3 of our grain sold now. We sold it earlier at almost $2 higher than it is today.
While Stewart is ecstatic about the success of his soybeans, he knows he can't always have a good harvest.
I don't worry about something I can't change. There's some years in farming you make a lot of money, some years you lose a lot of money. It's just a fact of life. This year's not going to be a good year.
As far as the tariffs are concerned, Stewart says it's going to hurt them in the short term, but he believes long-term benefits, in the long term, rather, it will benefit farmers.
All right. Thank you, Alden German from the newsroom. Coming up